not ending the world, unding the world. I'm not sure exactly. That's a sound my controller makes when it turns on. Come on, lad. Right, hang on. Yeah, weird controller issues all of a sudden. Usually thing with the Steam controller. Come on, lad. There we go. We're gonna, yeah. Oh, that was my save. All right, hang on. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit weird. There's some planets, as you'll have noticed. It is a very strange piece of a thing. I'm gonna skip straight to the actual game itself. I'm not gonna come in through the not overwrought, but at least slightly. I'm not gonna get spoilery with it. I think I'm just gonna get into it because it is quite plot heavy. It's very definitely a plot heavy game, and I don't want to give too much of that away. It is pretty good. It is a solid recommendation, just because of what it is. It's kind of a Gauntlet-esque, top-down, pixel-esque as hell dungeon crawler where you play as the entire Morta family with various skills and abilities and randomly generated dungeons full of fucking monsters and the like, and then you go through those dungeons and try and sort shit out. Hello, buds. You do have... It is not difficult to play as a melee character, just because melee fucking works.
One held a gift. Two hid ferocious creatures.
Oh, amazing.
It was the lady or the tiger for the Bergson.
Well, I guess that one. And it's a... Is it going to be a thing? It's going to be fucking gold! Hot shit. Okay. Now carry on. It is, as I say, fairly straightforward, very enjoyable. I'm liking it a lot. Monsters, monsters, monsters. There we go. They try and get behind me. That's what the monsters do. Yeah. Come on, boys. But in terms of the... Oh, nice. Alright. In terms of the way... I don't know why I can't speak while he's singing his song. It's not like I have to hold my fucking breath. In terms of... On that, it's randomly generated dungeons, which I know is popular as all hell at the minute, because randomly generated dungeons feels like infinite dungeons, even though what it actually means is... Well, it is infinite dungeons, it's just, you know, you don't get any real guarantee of human quality that I quite like. Non-randomly generated dungeons, because that implies that a person made the dungeons, and people will always be better at creating art than robots. And if you're watching this in the future, robots, I'm sorry, and I didn't mean it. And I would like very much to keep my legs. I don't do much with them, but like, I don't know. Just while we're talking about stuff I'd like to keep. There we are. Oh, and I do like that the you leveled up thing takes most of the screen. Like, it is a nightmare if it happens while you're busy killing something, and you should always be busy killing something. But, it's, I mean, that's how it feels to level up, I would imagine. Never actually done it, but it's not a thing that happens to people. But, get at me, you ass slime bastard. Look at me slimy bastard. And there you go. I do like the little fucking... There we are. Keep getting whacked by the pterosaurs. Which sounds like an amazing fucking Chuck Tingle novel, honestly. Whacked by the pterosaur. Not that I'm, you know, an enormous fan of comedy pornist Chuck Tingle. It has to be comedy porn. I'm forced to assume it's comedy porn. Get out of it, you bastards. Which, you know, isn't the same thing as torture porn, being as... That's a whole thing about... That's just torture. Comedy porn is... I mean, it's not just jokes, is it? That would be stand-up. Stand-up... Permission to rename stand-up comedy porn. That's... I'm sure not going to piss anyone off. Get out of it, you... freaking little goblin. There we are. Oh, more goblins. Too many goblins. A plethora of goblins. A fucking... display of goblins is what that is. Get out of it. I hate these little boys as well. gonna get me? You gonna get me, are you? Ooh, that time you got fucked, mate, because I was using my shield like a smart lad might do. Totally out of character, I admit, but whatever works. You scabby little bastard. Alright. There's a lot of unexplored area. Oh yes, and there's the next room, and here's a sacred chalice. My hard work. First fatal blow, receive a mod point, no maximum health. Nice. That will come in handy. A little don't die button for later. Also, this game has what I think to be a game of the year goddamn feature in it. Very pleased with this. In that if you're outside of the last room, you go into the last room, you decide you want to explore a bit more, you want to get back to the last room, hold down the up button, there's a big fish down there, and you're back in the last room again. You just go back, you don't have to fucking faff about, you don't have to jog about, you don't have to go on a big long empty fucking, you don't have to go on a big long fucking sprint through an empty goddamn dungeon every time you just want to get back to the last room, the room you already got to and unlocked. There we are. Demons, ghouls, goblins, and the like. Get out of it, you bastard. Whoop. There we are. Nothing but a greasy smear. That's, you know, what generally happens when a human kills a spider, but it feels a bit more impressive when the spider is 8 feet long. Get out of it, you smarmy little bastard. You think you're good, do you? Do you reckon you're tough, you little bastard? Shit. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna come for it. Oh. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I was Burgermeistered! Get out of it, you fucking beast. There you go. Oh mate, I do feel sorry for you. Not much of a life, was it? To come into existence at the will of a darkened sorcerer, only to have your ass kicked inside out by me, an old man. Chance to fire projectiles in different directions upon being hit. That's handy. Considering how often I'm getting hit, that's probably going to come in quite useful. I'm going to go up there and find out what was ever up there as well. Ah yes, the Silken Cavern, which is, again, one of my many nicknames I had going through the university. Not really, obviously, because no one ever had any nicknames at university, unless you were a computer science student. That's the one thing that I remember from university. Computer science students got to choose their own nicknames, which always felt vaguely unfair. Get on it, you bastard. Oh, oh shit. There we are. God. And like, you do get to upgrade your characters as well, so if you're bad at this, which I'm definitely not, by the way, but if you are, which is totally a thing that you can be, I won't judge, because I am as well. Oh fuck, it's an infinite spike trap. Alright, pals. Let's just kind of loop in there and then get the hell out. Is there anything up here? Oh, there is. I still don't have any of those gems though, so back through the dimension hole. I do like that his eyes glow blue. Just nice. It's nice to have your eyes glow blue, isn't it? I mean, not that I ever have launched a terrifying barrage of eldritch energy from my eyes, but if I ever did, I imagine it would
the
be quite
halls
pleasant.
of a Nea
Like some kind of mind
so
gasm.
mesmerizing in their magnificence were to be found at the end of a long road.
Oh, good.
And a hero never knows what is awaiting them at the end of a road. Moving is more important than reaching.
Oh, good. So, yep, I've got 2 playable characters at the min. Which is this guy and his eldest daughter. She's good at the arrows, he's good at the swords. So, between them, they are a fucking force to be reckoned with. Get out of it. I can just put all of these idiots to bed because I am ragged killing. Get out of it, you sausages. Oh, I do hate evil slugs. Alright, okay. Okay, worth retreating, I think. Mate, pal, chum, friend. There we are. Easy enough. Nothing to be worried about there, just a goddamn pterosaur again. Get out of it, you greasy little idiot. There we are. And now I have a gem, which I can use to open this chest. Inside this chest is some gold, which I can use to upgrade my equipment. I mean, I thought he was just playing in motion there. He just, like, was kind of weird position to start grinding off on that fucking mummified corpse. Which, I mean, don't. It doesn't feel like something I should need to tell you not to do, but also don't, you know? Don't be grinding off on mummified spider corpses. It's weird. It's an odd move, lads, is what it is. Stranger move. Would not approve, honestly. And through the terrible pit. Oh crap. Alright. Yeah, they're like normal enemies, except magic just happens around them. And also, they're total assholes. Get out of here. And I'm sent back to hell, and by hell I mean my own family home, because, I mean, that's hell. We all know that. That's what hell is. We've all been home for Christmas.
Kevin's need to help all began when his elder brother Mark left the house.
All right,
His
Kevin?
brother was strong, making any near him feel safe. But he left Kevin.
Kevin felt like a total asshole.
Though
by
Uncle
himself.
Ben knew what his nephew needed,
To be
a
bitten by a
focal
magical
point
spider.
for his aspirations.
And a magical spider. Blah, blah, blah. They don't. It doesn't tell you what they say, it's just got a narrator who kind of explains what they're sort of doing. Blah, blah, blah. I imagine them going blah, blah, blah. It's just, I don't know. They're all speaking not Simish exactly, because Simish sucks as a fake language and as a real. Is there anything there? Oh, there's a
Uncle
magical
Ben
table.
pondered over a map he received from a refugee. The Silk Caverns were a twisted
sense.
maze of dead ends and venomous nests.
I know, I've
But
been fucking
somewhere
dying in
along
them
the
all
right
day.
path, Aneadaya, spirit of the Caldipo Caves, rested.
There's a god just down there at the bottom. Oh, stick on some fucking Motorhead on the old, on the ancient fucking vinyl player down there. Have yourself a time. Damage up. Increase Bergson's maximum health. And increase Bergson's movement speed. So, damage up, I guess. Armor up. Damage up. Armor up. Damage up. Yeah, because all your upgrades upgrade all the Bergsons. You're not like trapped on just upgrading one of these guys, which is nice. Yeah, upgrade speed as well. And then I'll upgrade my damage next time. Back to the old Chapto Selecto. There's only the one Chapto. It's the Keldipo Caves. It's the what I presume to be a small first section of the Keldipo Caves. And yeah, it does have fucking split screen as well. It's a proper, like, old school fucking, like, very much like Gauntlet. I keep bringing that up. I like Gauntlet. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm not afraid of that opinion. Why should I be? You're going to come around my house and tell me Gauntlet's actually quite simple, and as old arcade games go, it's not really deserving of classic status, even though it was made by Midway, which is obviously a company with a significant pedigree in old school arcade games, and it was quite a popular arcade game until its debut with Gauntlet Dark Legacy on the PlayStation 2. Is that what you're going to tell me? Because you can fuck off, mate. You don't know what you're talking about. God. Sick of having to defend myself to people I make up. Bullshit. They don't know anything. My cool spider combo. You really want a spider combo, mate? Come around my fucking sink. There's spiders in my goddamn shower at the minute. Is how fucking spider combo-y, I feel. Get out of here. No skeleton men, though, which is always an enormous relief. Get out of it, you big black hole orb motherfucker. Yeah, these things just kind of suck dudes in, it's great. Out of it. Ah yes, the wonders of procedurally generated map design. We just get weird little go nowhere cavern zones. I mean, obviously the chunks have been designed, so that's a flaccid excuse for criticism. But here we are. Listen, it gets harder and harder to criticise every day. Jim Sterling's out there doing the job for us. It's not what to be said, alright, pals? Are you meant to be something I can interact with? It seems like you might be able to interact with. Well, mind your own business, pal, I guess. Just start opening new doors, new caverns. So I presume all the what's actually randomly generated is the order of the rooms as opposed to the rooms themselves, which is, you know, the good way to do that, because it insists upon the maximum amount of actual artist designed content without falling into the trap that they're trying to avoid, which is that they don't have the artistic budget to generate fucking 20 or 30 totally bespoke dungeons. So do this, where you can generate bespoke rooms, and you just have to generate enough that the odds of a player running into the same dungeon 3 fucking times are incredibly low. It's done, and it works, because look at that skeleton die, and how good I felt about it. And now into this chest. In this chest there is gold! Amazing gold! About 20p's worth. Fucking phenomenal. Get out of it, you grimps. You fucking... I don't know what the enemies are called, so I just kind of give them weird, like, diminutive goggle names? No, because there's not... Like, characters don't name them, except they call things the corruption, which is very, you know, very generic in a kind of straightforward way. Oh look, it's the end room, which means this is going to be the treasure house! The spoon! An amazing spoon! A vampire spoon, the spoon of Morta, which is, you know, a spoon that gives you your health back, like many spoons do. If you don't know, if you have a spoon that gives you your health back whenever you stab somebody, try holding any spoon from your drawer and stabbing somebody. And I mean, you'll answer that question. You'll have other problems. Like, I'm not saying that the story of you holding a spoon and stabbing someone will end neatly, but what I'm saying is that you'll definitely know. Or you might want to cut yourself first. I don't feel comfortable making that piece of advice known. Get out of it, you creep. Is what I say to myself when I'm advising people to cut themselves. Get out of it, you freaks. Jesus Christ. Endless swarms. Where are all these spiders getting all this cash, by the way? That is, I think, probably the greatest economic problem facing Morta, which is to say, I hope that Morta is like... I hope Morta isn't just the mum from this fucking video game, and the children of Morta are in fact the children of either the world or the planet, potentially? Oh, you can hold your shield up and attack at the same time, but it drains your stamina to do so, and it's a lot more direct. She's cool as hell. Like, all the characters... I'm not gonna lie, I think this character has better... The daughter who has the daughter who has the bow feels a lot more like a support character, whereas this feels like the character that the game expects you to play with directly.
Just out of her line of sight.
Oh, and now she's my bud.
Too many for her alone threatened the lives of innocents.
See what I mean? Now, she works really well as a support character, stood behind the guy with the shield and the sword, lobbing fucking magical arrows at bastards, because that's, in many ways, the purpose of having a shield, to stand behind somebody who doesn't have a shield. The purpose of having a shield, having a bow, fucking hell, the purpose of having a bow, especially in stuff like this, is to stand behind the guy who tanks hits, and make sure that he has less hits to tank, because the guys trying to land them are riddled with fucking bits of wood. Yeah. And being my daughter, you do feel like naturally protective as well, which is nice. Yeah. Ravaged to within an inch of all your greasy little lives, you big-headed freak. That. Oh. There we are. Oh, and we are just tag teaming the hell out of this dungeon as well, which is nice. I do like that the characters turn up. Like, I have a daughter in the narrative, and even though there isn't a second player able to play split screen with me, and by the way, I mean, that's an oversight on my behalf. What an asshole I turned out to be.
These refugees
some
would
refugees.
not soon forget seeing the Bergsons fight for them.
Oh, she's going home. I'll have myself a potion. And this beautiful llama will never forget my heroism, which is all the everything I've ever needed. Heal a portion of your missing health. Oh, so I've got right. I have a potion, so I can use a potion with the right button. Which is good. Just remember which button the right button is, and don't press it accidentally, because you definitely will at some stage. Oh yeah, I can just fucking teleport out with the best feature I've ever seen in a video game. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not the best, is it, obviously. It's no pissing on people from Akami. When the attackers take damage when blocked by John's shield or calls John's down the heavens upon your enemies. And I've got, how many do I have? I have 3. Oh, so I can do both. Or I could upgrade shield twice. No, I'm just gonna, yeah. Each once, and now I've got a family trait. Still plenty family members and lots of their own use. Set of family traits. Family traits benefit all of the family members as well. If a family member grows in power, so does the entire family. We're all pals. This is max health of everyone. Great. Now into the void. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, no, that answers the fucking nonsense I was talking earlier. Like a total jackass who didn't know what he was talking about because he opened his big fat mouth too soon. Which is to say, if you upgrade every member of your family improves every other member of your family. Meaning that what you're actually doing is... Oh yes, mate. What you're actually doing is increasing the power of a squad of human beings. They are working together, and in doing so, getting better individually, becoming more safe and stable and powerful individually. It is the very essence of teamwork. Which is, you know, the point of making a game about a family as opposed to just disparate characters. I guess this game has some kind of narrative thread occupying its concept and it's exploring its own internal its own setup with a compelling both gameplay and narrative view. I mean, I guess that's what good video game design is. I suppose that's a successful exploration of the unique selling points of the medium. God.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far?
Nanny, get back in your bed! What are you doing?
Those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered.
Oh, cool. Move for a greater speed for a limited duration. Obelisk of swiftness. Oh! Okay, so there are like... Are they... Oh, those... things I've spotted then, are they just always going to be active now forever? Because that's fucking bad. If they were just always secret cool bonuses. How you doing? I know you reckon you're hard. I don't reckon you're hard though, because I've just fucking murdered you! Not murked, idiot! Hi, idiots. Oh yeah. Handy. I do love just murking a big pile of idiots. It's grand. One of the finest pleasures money can buy. What's in here? An enormous sun orb. Or sorb, as we call them. Increased dodge chance. Does that make my dodge move further, or what's the deal there? I guess it might. Fill up my orb of endless punching things with fucking fire, which is always pleasant. Get in there. Oh no! More bastards! Nice. Oh no, don't hit me again. I'll just block it, which hurts you and heals me. You fucking total losers. Gosh, yes. Tearing spines apart. It's always been pleasant. Get out of it, you greasy. There we go. There we are. And by the way, attack is the right trigger, so like you don't have a look button and an attack button. Because this game, like all games should, understand that if you're pointing your character in a direction, it's because you want to kill something in that direction. And that's, you know what, that's always been true. No game has ever... I've never pointed my character at anything without the intention that they should be killing something in that direction. So it's good to see that a developer has finally acknowledged that basically the only reason I would look at anything is because I need to kill it. Right button. Nope. Left button. There we are. I don't know my right from my left. Don't tell anyone. It seems embarrassing. At this stage, I wouldn't know that. Probably shouldn't have dropped my guard at the moment they attacked, but here we go. Pop, pop, pop. I'm really starting to feel like there's not a lot these monsters can do against me, honestly. I really like the speed at which you get this shield. It's very responsive. It feels good. Yeah, I probably should have got out the big pile of acid before I started one-on-oneing a magical skeleton. I mean, you know, if you have to choose. 200, 300? Okay. Oh, while the game's loading, it kind of stutters a bit through there. 300 dickheads killed, 367 pounds gathered, 4 gemstones, and 206 points of health has been healed. Using the thing, he's just, you know, working his way through.
A set of daggers made just for him.
Oh, and my...
They would be his guide to finding himself, his focal point.
PSA, if your kid's having trouble
them.
finding himself, don't
They
give him a set of
felt
magical
good.
daggers.
Not too heavy, not too light.
I can't imagine
Like
that
an extension of
giving a child
himself.
magical daggers is a great first step
Uncle
to him,
Ben suggested a few
developing a
practice
healthy
swings outside.
attitude to the
The
world.
daggers sliced the air, guided with an easy grace. His nephew was clearly a natural with the blades and would be ready to join his father and sister in no time. But the boy's mother had words on that subject. 2 of her children were already risking their lives, and she would not have her precious little boy out there as well.
But Mom, I have to kill monsters with my
Regretfully,
knives.
he took the daggers away. Who was he to argue with a mother when it involved her child?
Yeah.
Handing over the daggers was like abandoning a part of himself.
The part
He
of
was
himself meant
for
to
them,
kill people.
meant to be
which
out
was, you
there
know,
fighting for what was right. He just needed to convince them.
that at 12 he was ready to risk his life and kill things with swords. I say swords, I mean daggers, obviously. It's not like they haven't been exceptionally clear. Whenever Margaret deciphers a tablet, reveals something to the Bergsons. Given enough resources, you will then be able to strengthen the family. is what nans are for, honestly, just making your family more hardcore.
The mysteries of the world were like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
Yeah, but you talk to your dog well enough, soon it'll be doing your taxes. My spoken knowledge is now unlocked. You can discover ancient knowledge from reliefs and dungeons. Help the burden for it, maybe journey. Oh, fucking hell. Right, so I can increase the efficiency of obelisk effects. No, I'm gonna buy better swords. Better armor, better swords, better armor, better swords, better armor. Better swords, better swords, better armor. Better armor, better armor, better sword, better sword, better armor. Better swords. Shouldn't have done that. Even so. Okay.
Lucy could spend
Oh, and I do
hours
like
with
how much
paper
plot
and
there is. I
pencil,
do like that it keeps
giving
dropping
life
you
to
in with like
objects
cool
she
stuff.
witnessed in the clouds, drowning herself in her own world, a place empty of life's trials and tribulations, and away from Grandma Margaret, who was always insisting that she continue to practice her other specialty.
Throwing knives with pinpoint accuracy over 100 miles.
She knew where it was coming from. Her ancestors had spoken of such corruption flooding down the mountain.
Oh, we have to climb a mountain.
But Grandma Margaret
There's a big
wanted to
evil
know
thing.
what it was and what needed to be done to destroy it.
Ah yes, evil's coming down the mountain, so we must go up the mountain to prevent the evil coming down the mountain by killing it. We'll figure it out, we'll go up there and stab it and it'll be sorted. Alright then. It's gonna be Linda. But old Linda, she wouldn't let us down. Yeah, she can shoot stood still without costing stamina. If she shoots and moves at the same time, that costs stamina, and stamina's the thing that uses to roll, so you want to be fucking careful about that, lads. That's the secret. Get it there. Start killing the spiders. Oh Christ, there's one. Yeah, her key strat is to walk backwards and hope. She doesn't run out of stamina. If she runs out of stamina, she's absolutely narked. There's not a lot to be done about it. No idea how you aim that. Like, she has like a down strike where she fires up and then it wrecks shit. And I don't know that there is a way to aim it. I think you just pretty much just have to rely on the game figuring out what you're trying to do with it and then just doing it. Or like judging it for you, which is, I mean, not ideal, but also like, I don't know, it's pretty good at figuring out what you're trying to do. Like, I've never done it, and it's not done exactly the ideal thing, so I'm pretty much happy with it, the game figuring it out for me, even though definitely that is going to fuck me over at some point. Oh, cool. Probably should have left that alone there for a minute if all it was healing and add 4 health, but, I mean, they don't call me a smart man. There's no further statement there, they just don't. Get out of it, you flapping little bastard. He's definitely a bat and not some form of pterosaur, so I was... Well, I mean, they don't call me a smart man. Get out of there, you wrestling little bastard. You wrestling little bastard. You flashy little bastard. I'm just saying words now, boys, it's fun. Try it. What are you doing? Dead. That's what he's doing. He's being dead. I do like this character. Like, very different playstyles, which you didn't get because all they all did was throw stuff. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, each character has their own moveset, their own upgrade path, their own upgrade tree, their own upgrade for the family, so like, you don't want to focus too solid on one dude because their family upgrades are going to be helpful to everyone, so you'll want those. Because it's a game about a squad, it's a game about a tribe, a unit, a collection of people working together, the fundamental value of human cooperation. And that's just cool. That's, I don't know, man. Cool is what that is. There's no pithy one-liner at the end of it. It just is rad. The greatest enemy we have is big evil skeletons, and the second greatest is not working together. How are you fucking trolls? that's good. And it's not as handy as it was with Sword Boy. Oh, she can dodge twice as well. Like a nice reflection of their individual specialities and how their skills specifically interlock with their characters' abilities and techniques. I don't know, it just seems like that's quite a clever thing to have done. I mean, I'm not saying it's great or nothing. I'm not saying it's a very good video game and you should probably get it because, you know, that's definitely not something I would do. Ah, fuck off, Skellymen. I do like the Skellymen, but they can certainly fuck off. Eat it, you fat rascals. Can't make that joke again, man. It's been done. Yeah. Up here, nice big chest, full of delicious gold. Over here. Beep. Pick that shit up. It's over here. Nothing. Alright, so, lots of unexplored space. No, you know what? I'll tell you what, because I'm a generous entity. If you think that you found the way out, definitely check into that room before you do anything else. Partially because, you know, you want the super secret special item that you get when you beat a level. Because it makes it easier to do everything in one go. That's fucking great. I like that a lot. Second reason why you should always push forward to the end of your current dungeon before you go off exploring for side dungeons, because you can teleport straight back to the end dungeon, whereas if you don't make it through that last door, you can't. You've got to do a big load of fucking walking. And then who's the jackass? Well, it's you, or me, or whoever happens to be playing the game at the time. Whoever's in control. I mean, are we sure that there is someone in control, honestly? Seeing how the world's going, are you sure there's someone in charge? Seems more likely than me that all of reality is just a series of absolute archaic accidents with no great intelligence or even consistent view. And that everything that happens is in fact a chain of absolutely uncontrollable random events with no great intelligence behind whatsoever. But that's even worse in fact, in a lot of ways, than if there was just some evil entity pouring down a fucking mountain and making your spiders go insane. Which is what I take it is happening here. I do like as well that the roll is on its own bar. It's not stamina. Stamina is very specifically a thing. Roll is very specifically a different thing. And there's an out there, is there? Well, at least I'm going to walk into heaven with my little wings on my feet. I presume that's what I'm doing. I think I actually unlocked a skill point there as well, so I'm going to put that somewhere. Certainly going to tolly that boy up. Yeah, I've got two. So, swings the salmon and Linda must consume while moving and shooting, so it makes me even more of a twin stick shooter. Or lose an arrow scoured to fall down, lose Linda's enemies with explosive force. Probably this. And I've unlocked my movers 1. Family moves together, stay together, increasing the entire family's movement speed, which is handy. I mean, I do like the movement speed gets quite a bit of focus in this because it tends to be one of the parts of these things where you get totally underrepresented. Which is nice that it's properly like dealt with as a character element. You know what I mean? You know, his whole ability setup works a lot less well when I can hit it from a distance. Got some TV skelly men. Oh yeah. Oh, I am much enjoying Linda now, to be fair. I'm enjoying this lass. Ooh, a treasure home. Got a little portion there, just in case. Oh. Nice gold, even more spiders. And then you just keep killing the skeletons, because they keep fucking coming, and honestly, if they weren't coming, you wouldn't be killing them. But here they are, so here you are, with your big fucking arrows, just decking them in like... What? There has to be more than 5 gold coins in a pile larger than a man, but... I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Personally, I reckon everyone's just fucking embezzling. That's my theory for the times in your life when you'll pick up an enormous pile of gold with a character in a video game and then you'll find out you've got 4 gold. Oh, it's the obvious skill. Drastically increase your critical hit chance in my theory, but I guess we'll find out. And I went through the challenge. Why they fucking come? Anything over here? There's some stuff over here, alright. Mostly goblins and shitheads, but you know, stuff. Well. Oh, we're doing some serious fucking murder, aren't we? Pop, 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 pop. Shit. Pop, 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 pop. Oh yeah, I'm out of stamina, which means I can't run and shoot. It's not helpful when everything is trying to kill me, and I can't stand up to any hits. Over there we go. Fuck do you think you're doing, mate? You don't have 100 spiders behind you, mate. You're fucked. You're up and ragged. You're done, lad. You're donezo. You're donezo Creed. I don't know why Apollo Creed's name popped into my head there, but yeah. Get out of it, you raw sort of fucking idiot. Oh. You developer of orcs and men. Lock it up. I mean, it's not a good joke, but you'll had a joke told to you at least, which is nice. Get out of it. Freaking Breedfall. They also did Breedfall, I think. Did they do Breedfall? Fox Interactive and spiders. You know, spiders made of orcs and men and Greedfall, which I refuse to play because it just looks like a fucking tedious mess. And I've played enough spiders games. I don't want to have to give another it's quite good but also quite dull review. Like I don't feel like that's a waste of my time. Reviewing spiders games is kind of an exercise in fucking Control C, Control V because they're all interesting ideas that could have had a bit more time and money spent on them. Yeah. Congratulations, that's every single fucking game. If you see the word spiders on the developer page, there's your review for it. It's easy. It's always the fucking same. Bop, 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 bop. Now they're all dead. Because of course the point. Ah, really great. Oh yeah. Where the fuck am I going? Totally lost. Absolutely out of my way. Ass before elbow backwards. And fucking not enjoying it. Right there, lad. Get yourself an health. Right there, lad. Yunk. Up here. Well, this looks ominous. Let's go
Not
fucking wreck
all
it.
in the caves were refugees.
Some are.
Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind.
Okay. Yeah, start popping these hits and you'll be fine. Come on, 50, there we go, 50. 50 kills, 59 kills, 60 kills. Seems like a decent enough combo. Oh shit. See, fucking he goes.
The strange-looking shopkeep dusted off his clothes and tipped his hat.
I do not like that
He
sun.
invited them to stop by
Also, the
his shop
skeleton's looking
later,
enormous.
promising something for all adventuring needs.
Now on, he will appear in dungeons offering a good price. Goods for a price, rather. Alright, great target all enemies. Nah, I'm fine. I think I'm fine. No, fuck it. Let's get that totem. Let's get a totem dead. Bye, you weird old guy, I guess. Don't know what there is to be said about that weird old man, but he's free now. Free to haunt these caves as I do. I suppose. In here. Oh! Alright. A dog. A wee pup.
Love. Truly a divine emotion.
Yeah, I know.
Especially during dark days.
Yeah, I know.
Love had motivated this mother
little duck.
to lay down her
I
life
say duck,
for
I mean
her
dog, I mean
toddler.
dog, I mean direwolf at this stage? Where's the fucking Jon Snow when you need one? Yeah, there is. There we go. Oh yeah, get that, you idiot, instead. I think I thought to use that 10 or 11 seconds ago and it would actually be useful.
While love now compelled the young one to try and rouse her from eternal slumber.
Oh mate, I'm taking
And
you
it
home.
would be love welcoming the new orphan among the Bergsons.
See? I'm having that dog. You don't get to see a dog, a fucking wolf cub, and not take it home. Especially if his mum's dead. You'd be the only person who could stop you, obviously. Oh, have that. Have that right. Got a lot of freaking health potions just around the shop here, aren't they? Alright. Don't mind that, to be honest. Here we go. Up enough. Slide that out. And we go into the big final room. Oh, there's no, alright. Is it going to be a boss? If it's going to be a boss, it's going to be the last thing I do. It's definitely going to be a boss. So look at all this stuff. Fair enough, lads. You going to be a big spider? You going to be a big
All
skeleton? What am I
8
looking at?
eyes
Yeah,
studied
spider.
the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going to wreck you. I'm going to absolutely stomp your big head. Fucking hell, I'm getting stompoed. Getting ravaged over here. I mean, I need to kill those idiots. Yep, dude. Oh, I see. The minute I kill those guys, they respawn. Not respawn, because that implies that they are... Okay. Shit. I'm getting ragged on. What is going on in here? Good lord. Give it a minute, boys. Give me a fucking second, lads. I would like to kill those. Oh, fuck me. Alright, fine. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get him next time, being as he is the fucking god of wrecking my entire shitting. Back to the warm fire. Having himself a bit of a prowl, he is. His dad turns up like...
Worried for the missing boy,
twice as well.
Ben thought that maybe he should have hidden the daggers better.
Yeah, probably. Now the kid's fucking nicked him and gone off to kill monsters by himself. Presumably as a playable character.
Margaret, in her wisdom, knew that nothing would have remained hidden from Kevin forever. Now,
oh no, my
she
son's
only
got off to die.
encouraged her son and his daughter to hurry and find him.
Yeah, I imagine we will. I like that. The character just unlocked himself. He wanted to go and do it, and so having him as an unlockable character wasn't really a choice we faced. He just decided for himself. Do you like?
Although in the safety of the Bergsons' house, the young cub was not yet free from danger. Exhaustion racked the animal's body, its chest heaving for even the smallest of breaths. The family believed several plants found deep in the nearby caves, combined together, could serve to remedy the situation.
Alright. I mean, if you insist, I'll go and save this dog. I think that's going to be it, actually. Thank you very much. That's been another Let's stream of Children of Morta, which is aptly bring your children to the end of the world day, basically. Because that's what it's about. You've got your kids. Let's go get them killed. Not intentionally, but I mean, we all know what happens when you march children into an apocalyptic scenario. They die or you die and they avenge you, or... You know, it's an old fucking mate. It depends on the age of the kid and whether they have a dog mostly. And we do have a dog now, so the kid's a bit more likely to survive, which is nice. Anyway, enjoy and get it. It is good. Big old thumbs up from me, right into my own eyeball, gouging it out. So I'll never witness such beauty again. Such is life, so be. Enjoy and good night. Enjoy. I don't really know how to end these. I've been doing it for a couple of years, still never figured it out.